Alright, we're picking up here. Now I'm heading in this direction because this starts the new phase of Dungeon Mastery. And I'm skipping this cutscene because I can provide a better explanation than they will. What we just encountered is a sealstone, that glowing thing on the stick. Now, what these do is that they affect the status of either you or the area. At this moment, it's detectability down, which means enemies will not show up in the minimap, but they won't chase you. And I don't seem to need that, so I'm gonna restore it. And this it doesn't mean it's gone, it would mean it's elsewhere. I'm gonna start a fight and show you something.
We have no choice.
I kind of feel guilty about fighting these things. These are kobolds. Still, what I'm gonna try and do is see if I can paralyze one with Thunderstorm. And on my team I have Dylan now. Okay, that worked. Just have these to worry about. And you're gonna hate these because these will block like crazy. The copper coin is a training room.
None with the will to fight remain.
And training rooms are... You can learn a skill which is body healing and training, which is survival, which increases the chances of surviving a deadly attack. Now if you attack these things you get a feather, or in this case a great eagle heart, which is pretty handy. Oops. Okay. I have to be careful with ghosts, because ghosts are unable to be affected by normal attacks. But magic, however, is a different story. Let's see if I can get rid of this thing, because I really want feather. Because later on I can make a better bow. Wow. I never expected it to be that powerful.
I will not deny you tried, but...
Alright, moving on. Nothing down here. Nothing over here. Now we have to solve a puzzle. Or I don't have to solve it yet. You see this globe thing? We're gonna need it for something. And I attack this 3 times. And it opens a secret pathway. Let's see, it's money. Nice gem. Bomb. Okay. And over here we can resurrect a light warrior einherjar. And this one is the same one I keep on getting, Tyrith. The only problem is I don't really like her that much because when I first started with her, she always died. Whenever I try to level her up. Rapier. Boots. Nothing. I'll start giving her the basic skills. 45 physique. I was gonna do first aid, but I don't have a whole... I know I have a boost flame here somewhere. There it is. Fist of Iron. That'll do for now. Let's see how his skills are going. Beast Bludgeon and Unholy Purifier. And Beast Bludgeon does extra damage to beast type enemies, such as the hawks that you have seen, the kobolds, wolves, etc. Now this is tricky. You have to do this and not break it, because if it does fall from at a certain height, it will break. Got it. Too far away. Don't break on me. Now, if I shove it off the edge, it will break. Okay. Now it has to be on this platform. And in doing so, I can now build a stairway leading up and further into the dungeon. So I have to head up there. There's a save point up there, which I'm going to use because I did some power leveling earlier. Alright, now we're gonna encounter a little cutscene, which I'm gonna... oh, first skills. She has adversity, which means all status increases if the enemies outnumber the party. So if there's more than 4 enemies on the battlefield, then her stats would increase by them.
Okay, kids, break time.
For some kind of adventure, he does get a
Why'd they keep it in such an out-of-the-way place?
fatigued.
So that it would not be plundered by the gods or the undead, no doubt. The orb is, in effect, the pillar that supports Midgard.
Why would the gods want the Dragon Orb anyways?
However, a place too secluded is bound to invite the curiosity of mortals.
To be or not to be, that is the question.
What in heavens is that?
A jawbone.
The remains of tomb raiders. They probably thought
You mean
they'd
Lara
find
Croft?
treasure buried here. Sir Dylan?
This is partially split, but only like this. When this video is like, this cutscene's like 90% done. So we're not the only ones here. And for those of you who played the first Valkyrie Profile and haven't played this, does this look familiar? Oh, you made a new friend.
Sorry, thought you were someone else.
Like who?
I just saw a monster dig into a corpse back there, so I'm a little on edge. But I figure if you were a monster, you'd have peeled off your skin by now.
Arngrim!
Yep, his name's Arngrim, who is part of the first Valkyrie Profile for some reason, even though this is supposed to be a prequel to that game.
What's going on? What's going on?
Just chatting with some colleagues.
Dylan's emotions.
Treasure
Anger.
hunting too, right?
How
That's the
dare
only
you?
one.
We are loyal subjects of Japan. Don't confuse us with plunderers like you.
How rude of us. As you so deftly imply, we are indeed here to plunder treasure. But we're actually mercenaries. We hunt treasure to make ends meet in times of peace.
That makes
I'm
some
Leone.
degree of sense.
This is my partner, Arngrim.
Hi, Leone.
It's even hairier in here than the rumors suggest. What do you say we team up? Of course, to make things fair, we'd settle for a third.
Okay, so you'll
That's not the
join
deal.
up, but you want us to pay you. Okay. That makes a lot of
Forget
sense.
it. We're not here to hunt for treasure. Be off with you.
Dylan, they don't want what we want. What would be the harm in teaming up?
But we barely know anything about them.
Of course.
They could say the same about us.
I would agree with Dylan on this one. They both look
Wake
pretty
up!
suspicious.
Time to go!
Now I'm gonna wrap up here and I'll seal it.